You've stepped up to the plate for the Fall Classic. Hi, everybody. I'm Sean McDonough.
And I'm Buck Martinez, presenting the World Series right here on Triple Play Baseball.
Today's game is between the Anaheim Angels and the San Francisco Giants. Well, it's a great day for baseball, so let's meet the starter, Ramon Ortiz.
This right-hander's not thinking about tricking you at all. He's coming right at you with that fastball.
All right, Buck, this should be great. Here's the game's first batter, Marvin Bernard. And here's the delivery. And this one is crushed deep to center. Nice catch by Anderson.
Never in doubt.
Boy, that's an easy out. Nothing like that old routine fly ball to the outfield.
Hit weakly back to the pitcher. No sweat.
Well, he better catch that ball. That was a routine play.
Bonds gets ready to do battle here.
Once again, Barry Bonds was the model of consistency during the 2000 season. He hit 30 home runs. That made it 9 straight seasons he's had 30 or more.
3 up and 3 down. A strike thrown by Ortiz. Ground ball to third. To first. Got him. 1 out and nobody on. Next batter, Adam Kennedy. The pitch is low.
Come on, Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
Low fastball at the knees for a strike.
Give me something to tell the kids about.
Caught.
He better have it.
Vaughn steps in. That's hit to short. It's caught.
I didn't think he had a chance.
3 up and 3 down.
Hey, son, you bet we'll see that play again. That'll be on the highlight reel.
Here's the first batter of the inning, Jeff Kent.
Come on, Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
Line drive, center field. He's on with a leadoff double.
He's got good speed, and that double is really important.
1 on and nobody out. That's foul.
Come on, Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
Out. Davis digs in at the plate. Foul.
Come on, Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
Hit weakly back to the pitcher.
Come on, Giants, let's go.
That's a routine catch.
He just needs to focus on getting the runners home any way he can.
2 outs and 1 on. Davis hits one to third. He throws it to first. He's out of there. That takes care of the side with a man left in scoring position. Gloss steps in at the plate. Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike. That's hit to center. Nice catch.
I tell you, that's another easy play.
Next, for Anaheim.
To the plate, Tim Salmon. 1 out and nobody on. No wood on that at all. No sweat.
Boy, that was pretty routine. Nothing to it.
Up to the plate steps the next batter, Garrett Anderson. 2 outs and nobody on. Good pitch.
Now there's a great curveball. It really froze that batter.
It's a fastball inside. Kent tosses it to first.
Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
Now batting for the Angels.
Here's Jose Canseco. To the first baseman. He got him. That's the 3rd out with 1 man left aboard. The score is tied.
Next, for the Giants.
Here's the first batter of the inning, Armando Rios.
Your attention, Jeremiah Monson. Please report to guest services located on the main concourse.
Nice hit by Rios.
Come on, Giants, let's go out there. Get it going.
He's on with a leadoff single.
He started this rally off. Let's see if they can continue.
And here's the pitch. Way behind that pitch.
Takes yourself out there. Can't believe it.
Great hit by Estalella. He's forced out. 2 gone. They turn 2.
Sean, that was perfect. The defense came up big and really turned 2.
2 outs and nobody on. The pitch. Nice hit by Bernard. Throw to first. He's out. That's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the inning. Up next, Ben Molina. Nice pitch.
Sean, I think the fastball changeup is the best combination in baseball.
Line drive to center field. He's on with a leadoff single.
He's done his job. Now let's see if his teammates can pick up the slack.
Runner on first takes his lead. And the pitch. Good hit by DiSarcina. Over to second. He's forced out.
Now batting for the Angels.
This defense has the ability to turn 2 right here.
Nice catch by Estalella.
Never in doubt. He got a good jump on that ball.
Kennedy hits it foul. To the first baseman. Got him. 3rd out. That ends the inning. It's dead even in the 3rd. Now 0 for 1, Rich Aurelia. Now, here's the pitch. Good hit by Aurelia. To first. Out. 1 out and nobody on.
San Francisco, Barry Bonds.
Great hit by Bonds.
I tell you what, that was a great swing. What a great at bat for him. He got himself a base hit.
1 out, 1 on. Kent hits it foul. The 0-1 pitch. Slider low and inside, but a strike.
Come on, Giants. Let's go out there. Get it going.
Fouled away. He throws it to second. He tosses it to first. 2 away.
Well, he's done a pretty good job at the plate with runners in scoring position. Let's see what he can do right now.
And he comes with the pitch. He didn't get the bat off his shoulder.
Let's go. Let's go. Looking good out there. Way to go, guys. Come on, Giants. Let's go out there. Get it going.
Snow fouls it off. This one is smoked to deep right. It's off the wall. A run scored for San Francisco. Snow is on with 2 outs. That's a run-scoring double.
Boy, good job as he got that run home.
And he delivers the pitch. It's hit hard to straightaway center field. He makes the catch.
Never in doubt.
That takes care of the side with a man left in scoring position.
Nothing to it. That's just another routine fly ball.
Your attention. Aaron Ricks, please report to guest services located on the main concourse level. If you are seated in section 25, row 17 to seat 12, you're the lucky winner of the prize bonanza, courtesy of Extreme Doilies. Your attention, fans. Tickets are still available for the upcoming homestand. You can purchase your tickets at the box office located on the main concourse. Please join us during the next homestand for the EA Sports Baseball Night promotion. Be sure to sign up today as space is limited. Your attention, Zach area. Please report to guest services located on the main concourse level. Your attention, Gordon Durity. Please report to guest services located on the main concourse level. Be sure to catch our upcoming Tiapino Family Night, where all children under 16 will receive admission for an hour.
Now 0 for 1, move on. He delivers the pitch. He's got it. Now 0 for 1, Troy Gloss. Low fastball at the knees for a strike. Davis tosses it to first. He's out of there.
Next, for Anaheim,
Salmon digs in at the plate. Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike. Nice hit by Salmon.
Boy, I tell you what, Sean, that was a pretty nice piece of hitting right there.
2 outs and 1 on. That's 3 hits in the game for Anaheim. Caught.
Piece of cake.
That's the 3rd out with 1 man left aboard. The Angels trail by 1. Here's the first batter of the inning, Eric Davis. It's way back. Nice catch.
He better have it.
Well, there's a fly ball to the outfield. Not much on it. That guy got over, camped under it, and made an easy play.
Hit to the shortstop. Throw to first. 2 gone. Now 0 for 1, Bobby Estalella. He got him. 3 up and 3 down. Now 0 for 1, Jose Canseco. It's a low-scoring affair in the 5th. Nice catch by Estalella. To the plate, Ben Molina. No wood on that at all. Easy catch.
No problem. Easy.
Now 0 for 1, Gary DeSarcina.
Good pitch. Got him to produce that easy pop-up.
And here's the delivery.
There is just not an awful lot of zip on his fastball right now.
Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike.
Now, that's one of the best curveballs I've ever seen.
He makes the grab. 3 up and 3 down. Here's the first batter of the inning, Marvin Bernard. In the top of the inning, the Angels trail by 1. Hit to left field. Nice catch by Erstad.
That was an easy out.
Now 0 for 2, Rich Aurelia. He fouls it off. Hit to the pitcher. The ball boy could have caught that one, Buck.
Well, he better catch that ball. That was a routine play.
2 outs and nobody on. Great hit by Bonds.
I tell you what, that was just a ground ball, but it worked for him, and he got on base. He got a base hit.
2 outs and 1 on. That one is way out of here. He absolutely smoked that one. Home run, Giants. Hey, Buck, did you ever get that excited when you hit a home run?
Darn straight. It didn't happen that often, you know?
Boy, managers love it when their hitters take advantage of a pitcher's mistakes.
The score is 3-0. Snow lines it to center field. Base hit.
What do you think, Sean? I think it's about time to get that bullpen going. This guy doesn't seem to have it right now.
Fastball on the inside edge. That's a towering home run. Home run, Giants.
Boy, that was a perfect pitch to Hammer. He got that ball out over the plate. He extended out and crushed it over the wall.
Sean, they really needed him to come through right there, and he did. That's a good piece of hitting.
The score is 5-0. The relief pitcher has come onto the field.
For San Francisco, Eric Davis. Now pitching from the Angels.
Davis hits one to right. Davis hits it foul.
I tell you right now, he's guiding that slider. He's just not turning it loose.
Got him. That's the 3rd out.
Now batting for the Angels, Eric Davis.
He's got it.
From Anaheim,
I thought his curveball was a lot better.
Great pitch.
The reason a changeup fools the hitters is because the pitcher has fastball arm action and changeup velocity.
Great hit by Kennedy. That's a solid single. Vaughn steps in. Aurelia throws it to second. Course at second. Two outs and nobody on. Now at bat, Troy Gloss. Fastball inside corner at the knees for a strike.
This guy's got a little extra hop on his fastball today.
A strike thrown by Ortiz. He caught it.
This guy has got some kind of athletic ability.
That's the 3rd out with 1 man left aboard. In the top of the inning, the Angels trail by 5. Here's the first batter of the inning, Armando Rios.
If you were the lucky ticket holder of seat number 33, go X, 242.
Good hit by Rios.
Number 2, anywhere.
Throw to the first baseman. He's on with a leadoff single.
This guy has no speed at all. He can't run a hit.
One on and nobody out. The runner on first takes his lead. Changeup inside. Great hit by Estalella.
That was a good example of how you open up a hole by starting the runner.
Here's the pitch. Bernard hits it foul. Good hit by Bernard. A run scored for San Francisco. RBI single.
Well, he needed to cash in that run, and he took advantage.
Let me tell you something. With their pitching staff, they're in every single ball game.
And here's the pitch. Nice hit by Aurelia. A run scored for San Francisco. He tosses it to second. That's an RBI single.
Boy, you got to pick up those base runners, and he did his job.
Boy, he did a great job of getting that ball through the hole.
The score is 7-0. It's a slugfest for San Francisco. A hit by Bonds. A run scored for San Francisco. That's a run-scoring single.
What a good job of hitting. This guy has always come through in the clutch.
The score is 8-0. Here comes a new pitcher to the mound. It's a shootout for San Francisco.
Now pitching for the Angels, Mike Bullis.
And the pitch. Hit to left field. Nice catch by Anderson.
Never in doubt. He got a good jump on that ball.
A run scored for San Francisco.
Boy, I tell you one thing, this guy can't run at all. Defense has all the time in the world if he puts it on the ground.
The score is 9-0. Slider on the corner, low and in.
Now, I tell you what, that's almost impossible to hit. That slider looks just like his fastball until it gets to the plate.
So wing and a miss. Nice hit by Snow. Throw to first base. 2 out. 2 outs and 1 on.
Davis needs to focus on getting the runners home any way he can.
He looked to be out in front on that one.
I don't care who you are, no one could have hit that curveball.
Nice hit by Davis. Out. That takes care of the side with a man left in scoring position.
John, when this guy's changeup is on, it's really effective. But right now, it's just not there.
Whoa, way behind on that one. Great hit by Salmon. He tosses it to first. He's out of there.
For the Angels, Garrett Anderson.
Good eye. That's a ball. Didn't find the plate, and that'll be a ball.
I tell you, I love those guys that got a good idea of the strike zone. They'll take a walk.
High fastball in there for a strike.
Listen, partner, now that's a big league fastball. I'd like to see you take a hack at that thing.
Didn't get the bat off his shoulder that time.
He's got tremendous velocity on his fastball.
He's out at first.
Up next,
The pitch. Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike.
What do you think of that one, Sean? That was a pretty good hook, I think.
The pitcher delivers. That catch was Gold Glove quality.
I didn't think he had a chance.
Here's the first batter of the inning, Eric Davis. The Angels trail by 9. Great hit by Davis. Bloss tosses it to first. He got him. Now 2 for 3, Armando Rios.
Next, San Francisco.
Now, here's the pitch. Over to first. Got him. 2 outs and nobody on. At bat with a run scored, Bobby Estalella. To the first baseman. Out. Holtz retires the side in order.
Up next, Anaheim.
That's hit to short. To first. Out at first. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, Gary DeSarcina. Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike.
When you throw that curveball that well, it is a tough pitch no matter who's hit.
Swung on and missed.
These guys don't stand a chance today. That fastball's exploding.
Got him on 3 pitches.
Up next, from the Angels.
Now 0 for 3, Darren Erstad. He makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. Now 1 for 4, Marvin Bernard. The Angels trail by 9. The count's 0-1. Fouled away. Hit to first base. He's on with a leadoff single.
Well, now they got somebody on. Now let's see if they can go to work.
1 on and nobody out. Watch the runner. They might send him. That one's headed for the stands. It's out of here. Home run, Giants.
Sean, that was unbelievable. He hit that one a country mile. By the look on his face, I think he knew that pitch was heading to the stands as soon as he let it go.
At bat with 2 runs scored, Barry Bonds.
Come on, Giants. Let's go out there. Get it going.
Good hit by Bonds. Kennedy throws it to first. He's out.
Up next,
Here's Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent.
That's hit to right. Nice catch.
Well, I tell you, that ball's not carrying today. That's just another routine out to the outfield.
2 outs and nobody on. Here's the new right-hander, Shigetoshi Hasagawa.
JT Snow. Now pitching for Anaheim, Shigetoshi Hasagawa.
He swung through that pitch. The count's 0-1. snow. Hits it foul.
Come on, Giants. Let's go out there. Get it going.
And you can say goodbye to that ball. It's gone. Home run, Giants.
Sean, you can see that he's really upset by that home run pitch, and he should be. Sean, there was absolutely no doubt about that one. He knew it as soon as he touched it.
Kennedy throws it to first. He got him. That's the third out. We go to the bottom of the inning. Now 1 for 3, Adam Kennedy. High curveball. A strike thrown.
Good location on that pitch. Boy, that's a good fastball.
To the first baseman. Got him. 1 out and nobody on. Now 0 for 3, Mo Vaughn. Great pitch. It's a strike. The count's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the inside edge.
That's not a bad pitch. It just keeps the hitter off stride.
Didn't get much of that. The ball boy could have caught that one, Buck.
No problem. Easy.
Now 0 for 3, Troy Gloss. Curveball, a little up and in, but a strike. Here's the 0-1. Great pitch.
Sean, he just had to forget his trigger that time. He just couldn't get the bat going.
Foul ball. There's a base hit. Next up, Tim Salmon.
It looked like he wrapped his wrist when he threw that curveball. Maybe the hitter picked up on it.
The count's 1-1. Another ball. No wood on that at all. Easy catch.
Now that was an easy play.
And that's all they wrote for this one. The Giants win it in a blowout. You know, Buck, there were so many hits today, I don't think the catcher even touched the ball.
No, he didn't. He might as well have left his glove in the dugout.
I'm Sean McDonough with Buck Martinez. Hope you had a great time playing EA Sports Triple Play Baseball.